What's up guys, it's Zach with Pulse Rally. Welcome back to the Pulse Rally YouTube channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Mercedes AMG e63s Estate. Now if you're anything like me, the first question that's going to come to mind is who is going to spend $125,000 on a station wagon? That's what we're here to find out. Now, if you're being honest, from the front view of the vehicle, it doesn't really give away too much that it's the e63s Estate. Now, you have the very aggressive looking large air inlets, the prominent Mercedes star with the Mercedes emblem just above it. You have the beautiful hood creases as well, and the adaptive intuitive LED headlights with the Parktronic sensors right below it. You're also going to get the front-facing camera. Front-facing camera is also going to contribute to the whole 360-degree view that you're going to get, a chance to see when we get inside the vehicle. It's very aggressive in its matte finish on the chrome as well around the Mercedes star, as well as at the very bottom right here. More so what you're going to get with the e63s and the e63s Edition 1. Now with the e63, you're going to get the nice 19-inch alloys. With the e63s, you're going to get the 20-inch with the red brake calipers specific to the e63s. You have the V8 bi-turbo 4MATIC Plus badging on both sides of the vehicle. What does 4MATIC Plus stand for? A nice fancy term for all-wheel drive. You have cameras under each side view mirror, chrome accents along all the windows from the front and back of the vehicle, and the chrome accents on the door handles. You have the touch to unlock responsive keyless entry with this vehicle as well, and you're also going to get the fuel gas cap on the passenger side with a Parktronic sensor on the rear passenger side as well as we come to the rear of the vehicle. Now, always keep in mind, this is a proper Mercedes AMG Estate car. You're buying this vehicle for cargo space, for comfortability going down the road, and in long road trips. So much cargo space, in fact, that Formula One Racing uses it as its medical vehicle to get racers to safety as quickly as possible, as comfortably as possible in dangerous events. Now, you have the self-opening tailgate as well. Look at that. He's been in there for like 2 hours. I forgot about him. He's fine. That's how spacious it is. You drop down the tailgate automatically, nice and easy. You have the beautiful e63s badging on the rear passenger side, the Mercedes star badging, and the AMG badging on the rear driver side. You have the rear LED tail lights with the white LED reverse lights in the middle of each of them, with the quad pipe heavenly sounding V8 exhaust. Now, as you know, just like every other Mercedes AMG, this is a handcrafted from start to finish authentic AMG engine. This is a proper estate car, yes, but under the hood it is anything but with the 4-liter V8 bi-turbo engine. I cannot wait to get a look inside and see what this bad boy has to offer.
I'm in the shot, so it's good. Right, Eric?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Zach has no bad angles.
That's right. Having a blast.
Now, as we step inside to the e63s Estate, right away, it's just, it feels and looks so expensive. You have the paddle shifters here that just feel so comfortable. The sport style AMG steering wheel with the engraved AMG emblem around it. You have the touchpad for the 12.3 dual infotainment system here, 12.3 LED screens on either side, and the switch gear in here is just so beautiful, so expensive looking, expensive feeling. And specific to the e63s, what you're going to get is the leather covered dashboard, and you can also buy a premium pack, as this Pulse Rally member did, for the Burmeister upgraded sound system and the sunroof as well. Now in the Edition 1, E63 Edition 1, what you would get is the even more aggressive yellow interior stitching sport package as well. Now moving up from the switchgear on the middle console, you have the exposed carbon fiber Personally, it is my absolute favorite feature about the interior of the car, as well as the ambient lighting settings, which we're going to be able to check out very soon. But the exposed carbon fiber in here is just so nice. It looks and feels so expensive. You have the climate control switch gear here, the menu, and the fan speed and fan intensity as well. You have your navigation, radio, media switches, IWC Swiss watchmaker, and then the telephone and hazard lights, things of that nature. Beautifully done AMG badging on the cup holder cover as well with USB power port. On the driver door, you're gonna have your standard seating controls and your seat memory down the left side of that. Seat heat as well as cooling seat options. And what's cool is in the infotainment system, you can go into the settings and you can turn on heat for the left armrest, the center console leather as well in those very, very cold days, as well as heat up the steering wheel in the settings there. A very, very must-have option for anybody going in the colder climates. You have the nice matte finish door handles with the window controls and mirror control switchgear along the armrest, and the upgraded Burmeister sound system speaker. You're gonna have those right here on both front doors and speakers in the back as well. You have your lighting controls on the left side of the steering column. The only thing I will say when it comes to the switchgear is the gear shifter on this side and the control for the windshield wipers could be a little bit more fancy, I guess, but with everything else going on at once in the vehicle, it's pretty easy to look past. You have the very, very modern looking side AC vents that we touched on, pretty similar looking to the middle ones, and then the beautifully done badging of the Mercedes star in the middle of the sports steering wheel. Now, one of the most important things in any proper estate car is how you deliver the comfortable seating. Mercedes AMG, as you expect them to, delivered very, very well with the very, very comfortable sport style seating, AMG badging with the Alcantara down the side edges as well, and the beautiful AMG logo in the headrest. It is very, very comfortable. Just sitting here, I could tell that I'll have no problem driving this car for long distances or anything like that, or for just a quick trip to the store, anything of that nature. It's going to be quite a comfortable ride. When we come to the back seat of the e63s State, right away, first thing you notice is how comfortable it is. It's so spacious. Exactly what you would expect in any properly done estate car. I know, but Mercedes AMG, I don't know, something about it, they did it so well. Yeah, again, you have the exposed carbon fiber along the paneling of each door with the beautifully sounding Burmeister audio, part of the premium package we touched on earlier. You have the Alcantara trim in the rear as well, very, very comfortable. A suede-like material that really fights any type of staining. And then in the back of each seat, you just have, you know, any seat pockets and things like that for any files or anything like that that you needed to keep. But you also have the rear sunroof, part of that premium package that you have as an option. But, you know, just sitting back here, you can just tell right away how much space you have and how comfortable it is. I will say, for an estate car, it might be a little bit tight for 5 people, but it is intended for 4 anyway. That is what it comes advertised as. So to their defense, I mean, it delivers that and then some. Might be a little bit of a squeeze for 5 people, but even with 5, I mean, this is an ultimately comfortable back seat and is top in its class for any estate vehicle. Nice thing about the back seat as well is you have the integrated sun visors in the side paneling of each of the rear doors. Makes for any sunlight hitting you at the right angle not to affect you and distract you or make you uncomfortable while you're going down the road. Now back to the rear, back to the cargo space. You can see even with the seats up, with the back seats up, there's so much room in here for any... Start that over, I just knocked my head on that. Now again, touching on the available cargo space of the e63s Estate, it's very, very clear and easy to see, even with the back seating up and available for any extra passengers. The cargo space that is available in here is absolutely phenomenal. And again, just another reason why this Estate vehicle is top in its class and very well done by Mercedes-AMG. Now, it's time to take this bad boy for a spin.
X-band, K-band, Ka-band.
I don't know, it took an hour to start.
GPS.
Now, let's take this bad boy for a spin. Now, let's take this bad boy for a spin. And of course, open up the beautiful V8 turbo exhaust. Here we go. Here we are officially behind the wheel. Now, as you can see, it is a very, very comfortable car. Right away, as I touched on earlier, I would have no problems taking a 5-6 hour road trip in this Estate vehicle. We touched on earlier that you were going to get a chance to see the dual 12.3-inch infotainment system here. It is so well done. And then another option as well is the heads-up display. We'll get you a shot of that and an opportunity to see that too. You have your touchpad on either side of the steering wheel here to navigate through the infotainment system, and the paddle shifters as well that we saw earlier. You have your volume controls on the left side of the steering wheel, as well as your cell phone controls and voice command activation button on the right side. It is a very, very comfortably designed steering wheel, leather all the way around. Some might prefer the Alcantara sides, but this leather steering wheel is very, very, very comfortable going down the road. Now, this system may not be as intuitive as BMW's iDrive system, but since there's really no M5 Touring Edition, this really is best in class when you think about the fact that this is much more modern looking and a better overall experience than an Audi RS6 with the exposed carbon fiber and all the fancy matte finished, you know, silver switchgear, and it is much easier to use than the Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo. So again, just another reason why this Mercedes-AMG stays true to best in class. Now, as we touched on earlier, 4-liter V8 bi-turbo engine, 603 horsepower. That is incredible. That's more than BMW M750 Li. That's more than a Porsche Panamera Sport Turbo. It is just absolutely incredible and so responsive. And quite frankly, really the only thing that competes with it at this price point is actually the Cadillac CTS-V, and maxes out. That vehicle maxes out at 140 miles per hour. Other than that, you know, especially with no other like rivals from a Jaguar or anything like that, just remains the best estate car on the market today. Now, this car is such a sleeper. Not only is it going to give you 600 horsepower, it's all-wheel drive. From a dead stop at any red light coming up next to anybody, right off the jump, you would smoke them if they ever actually wanted to challenge you. It gets 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. That's almost as fast as Porsche 911 per se. It's just an absolutely amazingly well done estate car that just delivers both on luxury as well as aggression, and just sounds so heavenly with that bi-turbo V8.
This is a blooper, just so you know. you said the car goes 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. That'd be the fastest.
Oh crap! Why did I say that?
I was confused. I was like, that's really good.
No, 0 to 60. It goes 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. That's almost as fast as a Porsche 911 per se. It is an absolutely incredibly well done car and brings luxury and sport-like aggression and speed to the forefront like no other vehicle in its class. That is one good thing. I did mention earlier that there definitely was going to be a learning curve when you are trying to learn how to navigate through this system, but there is always a home screen to go back to right on the touchpad that you just by pressing the home button you can arrive at. From there you can go to your radio, your media, phone options, things of that nature. What's nice is that it is easy to backtrack with this system though. So a simple click of the back button and I'm right back where I was. I don't have to worry about getting lost in a sub menu of a sub menu, and then I just have to turn the whole freaking car off. Well guys, there you have it, the Mercedes AMG e63s Estate, a true masterpiece. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment on which vehicle you would like us to do next, and stay tuned for the next Pulse Rally review.